1220 KTLV, Midwest City, Oklahoma City, and streaming audio at KTLV1220.com.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are the views of the host and guests and not necessarily those of KTLV radio station. Any products endorsed on this program do not represent an endorsement by KTLV radio, its staff, or management.
Good morning, Oklahoma City, and welcome to the Clara Luper Show. In a moment, your host, Clara Luper.
Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Good morning. Good morning. Let me get everything over there. Move those headsets for me. Great things will continue to happen. Just take them off the mic. Well, we always have so much fun. I'm turning the middle ones down. Okay, great things will continue to happen as you continue to listen here at this beautiful station on a beautiful day, a joy-filled day, a day that is very special. You know why today is so special? Because you're listening, and we know that you will be an integral part of this show. We heard some exciting things on KTLV during the course of the show, of the morning, but you ain't heard nothing yet. Broke that verb. Excuse me, Miss Parks. Excuse me, Mom. Excuse me, all those English teachers out there, but I had to use the word ain't because ain't is the word for the day. Because we ain't gonna do it like we used to do. We just ain't gonna do it. But this is a special day. You know why? I have this feeling that somewhere within our listening audience, some student is listening that is going to come up with a cure, going to come up with that very cure that we've been waiting on. Everybody been worried about cancer right here in Oklahoma, in Oklahoma City. In our great state of Oklahoma, the cure for cancer has started today. One of those young people out there that have studied, that are paying attention in the classroom. Some of those young people out there that are in church on Sunday mornings, that are making a difference in their church, are making a difference in their community. Hey, hopefully, this will be the day that they take that time out and they go back there in their little study room and they come up with that cure that is needed, that will change and will revolutionize our entire world. The cure for cancer is right here in Oklahoma City. Joy is in this day. Hey, there's something else going to be happening today, and that's because you're listening. And that is the fact that we're going to tell you a little bit about some history and some great things that will be happening a little later on this week. I can hardly wait to get to that part. But this is the first day, and I bet you, well, I hate to bet, but I will, yeah, I bet you. Because I ain't gonna make no mistakes during the course of this show today, because this is a perfect show, because this is the day that some young person out there, an old person, is going to come up with that cure that everybody has been looking for. Would you stop now and take a minute or two with me, and let's pray together for those people that are there at Presbyterian Hospital, those people that are there at St. Anthony Hospital, those people that are there at the Baptist Hospital. Not only for the patients, let us pray for the staff, that they continue to show their expertise, they continue to help those patients, those family members who are there in those hospitals. So sit back, don't relax, get on that job, keep your radio up, but most importantly of all, listen to this. And Janetta Williams over in Tulsa, I know that you got me by now on the computer, and we got something special that we're going to talk to you about. And great things have happened in Tulsa thanks to Janetta. Great things are happening here in Oklahoma City thanks to you. Neighbor, the Clara Luper Show is on. Mom, you going to call in a little later on? I know. We know that you're going to enjoy this one. All righty.
If you woke up early this morning and you're feeling down and blue, now let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, what you really need to do. You need to get in. It ain't no harm. Get in the spirit of the Lord. Get in. It ain't no harm. Get in the spirit of the Lord. Let me say it again. If you woke up early this morning and you're feeling down and blue, now let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, what you really need to do. You need to get in. It ain't no harm. Get in the spirit of the Lord. Get in. It ain't no harm. Get in the spirit of the Lord. Listen. Oh, the spirit will, he'll pick you up when you are falling down. I know the spirit will, he'll give you a smile, he'll take away your frown. I know the spirit will, he'll come in your life, he'll make your life complete. I know the spirit will, he'll move in you, he'll put running all in your feet. If you're sitting here in this service and you're feeling down and blue, now let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, what you really need to do. Everybody, now come on. Now come on. Now come on. Now come on. Sing if you wanna. Sing if you wanna. Sing if you wanna. But come on now. Shout if you wanna. Shout if you wanna. Shout if you wanna. But come on now. Wave if you wanna. Wave if you wanna. Wave if you wanna. Wave if you wanna. But come on. It ain't no harm. It ain't no harm. Ain't no harm. Praise the Lord. Anybody here wanna praise the Lord? Just come on now. Put your hand together and if God's been good to you, why don't you praise the Lord? If you know the Lord been blessing you, it ain't no harm. If you know God have made ways for you, now come on. Now come on. Come on. Come on. It ain't no harm. Praise the Lord. Come on and praise him. Come on and praise him. Come on. Wave if you wanna. Get in now. Get in now. Get in now. Do your dance now. Do your praise. Get your praise on.
Right. Oh my goodness. It's going to happen today. Today is that very special day. Today is that day that is filled with joy, that is filled with kindness, that is filled with understanding. But more important than that, if it can be anything more important than that, it's filled with a new religious spirit. It's filled with making sure that those young people that need to go to camp get to go. It's filled with the knowledge that somewhere, someday, that it's going to be a cure for cancer, and it's going to come right out of our Oklahoma City public school system. It's going to come right out of our Oklahoma City school system. There's going to be some great things going on. Hey, there's a project that happens that will be happening. I'm giving you a extreme advance on that, and it has to do with history. It has to do with our history, not just black folk history, not just our Mexican heritage history, not just our white folk history, but it has to do with history of America. And you know what? Here in Oklahoma, we will be celebrating our history for, I want you to be ready for '09, and that is the fact that the history department, the history center, the heritage center, they will be sponsoring some events. Stay tuned. Keep listening to us. I'll tell you a little more about it. But the theme of it is individuals in history. I don't want you to just to brag on a dynamic young lady that I know and you know that we all love, that we know that is listening and anxious to get on there and talk herself. But just don't make the theme about her. But this year, the Individuals in History program will be getting ready for the 2009 celebration there at the Oklahoma Heritage Center. You will know more about it. We're going to tell you more about it. But great things will continue to happen here. We're celebrating, and we have a reason to celebrate, because over 36 years ago, a young lady over in Tulsa came on board of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. That young lady realized that she had to get a whole bunch of things together. That young lady realized that in order to make a successful pageant, she had to make sure she was together. That young lady had 2 kids, has 2 kids, and they too are following in her footsteps. And this program, this part of the program, is being brought to you by the Miss Black Tulsa pageant, where the pageant director is Janetta Denise Smith Williams. Now, those of you who know Oklahoma, those of you who've been to the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, you've seen the dance routines, you've seen the coordination that the young ladies have gotten together from across our state. You've seen them all together, and Janetta puts it together, helps put it together. But something special happened to Janetta this weekend, and we all need to celebrate. Now, here she is. Now, she's not no 21-year-old, 22-year-old, 23-year-old young lady. She's a little older than that. But she graduated from Langston University over there in Tulsa, and they had the big ceremony Thursday. And Janetta, congratulations on now having your degree in sociology, and we know that it's going to show not just in Tulsa, but as your works have done over the years, it will show across our great state. So this program, this part of the program, goes out to our good friend, our hard-working co-worker, dynamic, beautiful young lady, Janetta Williams. Way to go, girl. Way to go, Langston, because you got another great graduate coming out of there. We're ready. We stay ready. Sure looks good over there. How are you doing this morning?
Hello there, Calvin. This is Nancy Davis.
Nancy Davis from Oklahoma State. What's going on?
I wanted to take time out to congratulate Desiree Irvin, who is a candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with a minor in broadcasting journalism.
Want to congratulate who? I'm sorry.
At the W.E. Anderson Field and Langston University. She's one of my church members and a little girl that I've seen grow up from birth until now, and I'm just really proud of her.
All right. Well, if you're proud of her, we're proud of her too, Aunt Nancy.
And I have another young lady that I'm proud of, and that is McGrew. She is graduating with a master's degree from OCU. So I just want to say congratulations to these young people who have gone on with their education and who's graduating. Oh, and I can't forget my nephew, David Duplicity. He's graduating from Douglas High School today. On the 28th. So I'm really proud of these young people who have gone on getting their education.
All righty. Well, you know, education is tremendously important.
It
You're
really
a prime example of how important education is. But it takes a motivation. It takes a special dedication. It has to do more with getting up, getting dressed, and going to school, and not being the class clown, but being in there and paying attention. And these young people, whose names we've mentioned, whose names you've mentioned, have gone on, and we hope that they continue with their educational career because we need them.
Okay, well,
All
you
right.
have a good day, Calvin.
I'm going to have a great day because it's full of joy. It's full of happiness. It's full of some great things that's going to happen. Somewhere in our great state, some person is working on the cure, that special cure for cancer, that cure that will help, make rooms available there at the Presbyterian and at the Baptist Hospital. There won't be those kind of patients there. Somewhere there is a person that knows. Somewhere there's a person that is working on the solution to how to cure cancer, and the Lord will lead them in the right direction. I have that feeling that it started today because they're listening to the Clara Luper Show.
I'm sending best wishes to Clara Luper, your dear mother, who is my best friend.
All right.
I want her to hurry and get well, and be sure to remember that I'm praying for her.
Well,
And
she's
friends are you and Marilyn and family.
she's listening, and I know that some during the next 35 minutes she will be a part of the show. But thank you, Aunt
Okay.
Nancy. We love you dearly. Stay strong.
Okay,
Okay.
love you.
All right. Good morning, caller. We lost that call. Good old Calvin. Lost that call, but then in losing that call, we have an opportunity to express our sympathies once again over in the Tulsa area, where Curtis Lawson, a dear friend of the Clara Luper Show, a dear friend of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, a dear friend of the Miss Black Tulsa pageant, a former state legislator who was not just a friend for black folk, was not just a friend for the district that he was elected, but he went out of his way to make sure that laws that were passed affected in all of our state, that Curtis made sure that his footprint was on it. We're going to miss him, but we know that Judy McIntyre, we also know that our brother Shamar over there in Tulsa, that they're going to continue the tradition that Curtis Lawson had set up. It happens. Regretfully, it happens. But we need more Curtis Lawsons. Maybe there's someone listening out there who plans on running for the state legislature that can fill the footsteps of a young man like Curtis Lawson. Individuals in history. That is the theme for next year's Oklahoma History Day, 2009. You have all summer to do it. There are many an individual that you have met just in your regular doings that you can write about, that you could write a play about, that you could put a presentation about, individuals in history. This year at the Oklahoma History Center, there were people from across our state. There are people that compete in that competition. Well, one special competition came from Broken Bow, Oklahoma. A young lady named Lauren is the last name, and the school, they're the Broken Bow High School. They had gotten together. They participated in the Oklahoma History Day celebration. Now, how did they get in it? Their history teacher, their principal, they made an application to the Oklahoma History Center and said that our kids can compete statewide. And those young people won second place, and they have an opportunity to represent our state in Washington, D.C. That's next month, that they will be there representing Oklahoma. And their show, their display was about none other than our dear sweet mom, and that's Clara Luper, and a special show, and we hope to show that to you before during the course of the Freedom Fiesta that will be in August of this year. Grandmama for Obama. That just tickles me to hear that because Obama's on his way, and poor Hillary, we know where she's got an opportunity to go. And that opportunity I hope that she takes. But sit back. Lex, I'm working you this morning. It's been 10 years. We're having a 10-year celebration out here. Not quite 10. We got a 10-year celebration, almost, not quite 10. But it's been a long time. But during that time, Lex has come a long way, and he's over there studying. Now, I don't know why he wants to continue with his education. I don't know why he has everything else going for him, and he still wants to go to school. Sounds like he's been bit by that same bug that bit Janetta Williams over there in Tulsa. Hey, I need my education. I'm going to add some more to it. And most importantly, I'm going to make a difference in my community. My difference will be that you told that friend, you told that neighbor that this is the best day of their life. This is the best day that they've ever experienced because we have started the process of curing cancer. We have started the process of honoring those people who've made a difference in our history. As we look at the streets here in Oklahoma City, it's a many a street, excuse me, it's a many a street where there's been a many a person that has made a tremendous influence on Dr. Dow, Ms. Parks, Dr. F.D. Moon, Mr. Jells, boy, individuals in history. I wish that I was young enough to compete in this upcoming competition. I had all summer to study and to pick me a person to study on and the computer to put in there, such and such, and find out everything I could on that way. But better still, to interview them, to go by and to talk with those people who've had a contact with individuals in history. Now, maybe it might be your minister. Now, I wonder how many young people have ever gone in, not only for counseling, but gone in there and say, Rev, Doctor, Elder, I want to do a story about you. I want to write about you. Will you give me an interview? Let's see what happens during the coming weeks, because we got to get it together. Bruce Fish over there at the History Center will let us know a little later on. But in the meanwhile, while you're debating on who you can write about, if you're listening, if I know you're up now, if your parents reminding you there on that breakfast table that you can write about so-and-so, try that. Sit back. Enjoy this. We know you will. I don't know, but those students who are in school out there that are preparing themselves for an outstanding summer, they're going to spend it at Ralph Ellison's library there at 23rd and Martin Luther King. But I have a call on the line that I better talk with. Otherwise, I don't know what I would do if I ever leave the Blue Room. But I better talk to this caller. Good morning, Marilyn. How are you doing?
Calvin, how are you this beautiful Saturday morning?
This is one of the best days of my life because I know that somewhere, some way, someone is starting on that cure for cancer. Someone is going deep in the history book and coming up with some new history, some history that we tend to have forgotten about, that we're going to make public, and that will make a prize-winning display in the AXO competition. We'll make a prize-winning display on the Oklahoma History Center, because we're going to be talking about individuals in history. You got all summer to study, too? My goodness. What's going on with you, Marilyn Ann?
Oh, it's a lot going on, and I have a lot to say, so I'm going to get to talking, Calvin. This morning at Uniquely You, starting at 10 o'clock, we have a sale that's going on. Unbelievable. Shoes, Diaba shoes, dress shoes for $9.25. And I want to invite the radio listening audience to Uniquely You at 730 West Britain Road. We have blouses on sale. We have sequin tops. We have suits. And come on out and come on down, because Sheila and I are waiting on you at 730 West Britain Road. We'll be open to 1 o'clock today. The sale will continue to Monday, but it's on when the clothes are gone, the sale is over. So I would like to invite your radio listening audience to the Uniquely You Boutique at 730 West Britain Road in our Allstate building at 730 West Britain Road.
Marilyn, Marilyn, I hate to interrupt you, but I kind of, when you said $9 for a pair of shoes,
$9.25. Let me
that
tell you
don't
what
seem
happened.
right. Is that for both shoes or is that one shoe?
Yes, no, that's for both shoes. Some time ago, I bought about 800 pair of shoes from the Jade store. And we were down and we were trying to get rid of these shoes, and they're really, some of them are like $90 shoes, $100 shoes. But we're trying to get rid of them, and it's $9.25. And we have, yes, and we have all sizes up to size 11s and starting at size 4.
These
so
men's shoes?
No, just women's shoes, because we like to dress to impress. Okay, Calvin, that's number 1. Number 2 is we're getting ready for Miss Black, Oklahoma on June the 21st. I need your advertisement. If you have some young ladies you want in the page program, I need you to call me at 424-3949. We're getting ready for the pageant of pageants. And my mom said, let me tell you what she told me. I said, Mom, how did you do all the things that you were doing? Because this is about to kill me. She said, get up and do it. Don't talk about it, just do it. So we're just doing it, and we're doing it to the best of our abilities, and we need your help, Oklahoma City. I don't know where Mom comes from, that old school, that she doesn't know how to quit. So I'm here looking at her. She's looking so beautiful this morning, and I just want to thank God for allowing me the opportunity to look at my beautiful mother. And I just want to tell you, radio listening audience, thanks for being so kind to her. The next thing is, Calvin, the young ladies will start coming into Oklahoma City on June the 14th, and we will use the Holiday Inn at 63rd and Robinson as our headquarters. We'll be worshiping, guess where?
I don't know, Roland. Wait, Fifth Street?
No, we're worshiping at Cleves this year with Reverend Best. And their bishop is coming in. We'll be speaking on the day that we're there. Hey, Father's Day, we'll be at Cleves Methodist Church, and I am so excited. If you don't have your ads, contact me, because I'm ready to make sure your ad is in the souvenir booklet. And if I haven't contacted you, don't feel bad. Don't blame it on me. But since there's nobody else to blame it on, I guess you can. But contact me, because I don't want to overlook.
Let's blame it on Cox Communication, because we're having problems with our phone lines there at 424-3949.
Call me.
You get a busy signal, but we're not talking that much. But then Cox is changing over, so the lines are kind of tied up. But then you're listening to us here at KTLV 1220. You know the dial number. You told that friend, you told that neighbor, you know about that somewhere out there right across the table from you is a person that's probably going to come up with, can come up with a cure for cancer, but definitely they can come up with the time to go out there at 730 West Britain Road and get something special for that female in their life. The woman can go out there and pick out her own shoes. That $9.95 for 2 shoes, that don't quite sound. I don't know how you can do that.
$9.25.
Huh?
$9.25 a pair. On first come, first served basis.
On a first come, first served, 2 shoes. I need to come out there and see. I know a special lady that really would probably she might not enjoy shopping for it, but I better come out there and pick something out for her. You got all colors, all kind of things. But
we have Dalba shoes. Those are dress shoes. We have. Just come out and see for yourself. I am so excited. I'm just so excited. I have one more chance to do something good.
Well, joy is in this day. That has been what we started out with. We know that today is going to be a joyful day. I look around me and I see so many things to be happy for, but then I also look around me and I think of the people whose lives we've touched, that have touched our lives and have made this day special. And I think I'm looking back there at the Rennersville celebration, and I can remember going down to Rennersville with our little catfish cabin and having a great time. And I'm going to miss Brother Minor. But then the seed that was planted, from that seed, I'm certain that some trees will be growing. And I know.
Okie dokie. Calvin.
Yes.
One more thing. Don't forget one more thing. Don't forget. Oh, I would like to invite everybody to the NACP meeting Monday night. We have a great discussion, a great educational experiment we're doing to find the cure for our community ills. You know, we traced it back to when blacks were in slavery and how light black, dark black, and black blacks were treated in the fields and in the house. And we're going to come up for a cure for our community. And I would like to invite you up there Monday night at 6 o'clock. And we only meet from 6 to 7 because we need your help. We want your support. We want you to become a part of the Oklahoma City NACP Youth Council. Many people have given their lives for an opportunity for us to vote, for us to be able to sit in the front of the bus and eat in restaurants. And now it's up to us to keep the torch going.
Marilyn, not only a torch, we're going to have a tremendous bonfire because there at the NACP Youth Council meetings, we are planning for the Freedom Fiesta also that will be in August when we'll be celebrating the start.
50 years.
50
years.
50 years, my goodness.
Right.
Where did that time go?
And Stefan Scoggins and Joyce Henderson are some of the co-chairmen for the event. We're going to have the biggest celebration we've ever had in Oklahoma City. Let's celebrate. Somebody wrote, someday somebody's going to write about me. Somebody's going to talk about me. I guess it's going to be me, myself. So if we don't tell our history, who will? Calvin, I got to go because I got to finish seeing about my mother and getting ready to go out to Uniquely You. See you out to Uniquely You at 10 o'clock.
Where you going, girl? I'll talk about you. I'll talk about Marilyn Hill, who's an all-state insurance agent and whose office is located at 730 West Britton Road. She's sharing space there with Uniquely You Boutique. So you can get two birds with one stone. You can take care of your insurance needs. You also can make that special woman in your life look extremely, well, you can add to her beauty. She's already beautiful, but then you can put some clothes on her to make her look gooder. Broke another verb, Calvin. David Hall, don't
do
write
that,
me no
Calvin.
card on that.
Your mama get on you. We don't break verbs.
Huh?
We know how to do. Okay, I got to get out of here. Love you, Oklahoma City, and I'll see you shortly. Bye-bye.
Okay. Marilyn, the reason I broke that verb is because I just make mistakes like that. Gooder and ain't some verbs that we know better, and I'm just glad I'm not in the classroom where that could be reprimanded for making that mistake. We got a new superintendent coming through. I don't know what difference it'll make in the classroom. We got some new principals coming through. I don't know what difference it'll make in the classroom, but I do know that there in the classroom there are some teachers who are dedicated. There's some teachers who are highly motivated. But then the most important part of that classroom is the student. And we as parents and grandparents and great-grandparents, we've got to make sure that our students, our kids, when they get there in that environment, that they give the teachers, and they give the principals, they give the superintendent, the board members, they give them an opportunity to teach them. And we can do it because we're going to start at home. And we can start this summer instead of just sitting around. We're going to make sure that they get something special because this is a cure. And the cure is there in our tables, there in our living rooms, there in front of our TVs. There's a cure for cancer. There's a cure for the ignorance in our community. There's a cure for violence right there in our living room. We've got to learn how to get it out of there. We've got to learn how to make it important part. We got to learn how on Sunday mornings, as you've heard many a minister say, as you've heard earlier on today, where are you going? Where you say, yeah, you going. You getting out of here. And you can do that because they're there in your house. One other thing, too, we've got to remember how to share. We got to learn how to share. We got to be thankful for the many things that the Lord has blessed us with. And we got to be appreciative for the people that have helped us to understand and to feel our blessings. I'm not just talking about those people that we see every day, but those people we see every now and then. So we mark that down, write that down, a pencil and piece of paper that you started out the show with. Appreciative, thankful, learning how to share, looking for that cure for cancer, that cure for for eliminating ignorance. I have to pat my good friend on the back, Senator Judy McIntyre, because she's doing it. She's doing it because she's felt it. Judy's come a long way, and you notice I've talking a lot about Tulsa this morning, and the reason I'm talking about the Tulsa thing over there is that they seem to be working a little more together than we're doing here in Oklahoma City. So you've heard about Janetta Williams, who went back to school, went back to Langston University, graduated this past Thursday. I mentioned Judy, I mentioned Jamar, and I'm the young ladies here that will be representing the different cities across the state doing the Miss Black. Got to watch out for Miss Black Tulsa. She's something special. But the thing is that togetherness is making a difference, and that difference is right there in our house. Thank you, Elder Walker. I'm looking at this picture that we have out here. There's Brother Provo, Reverend Provo. That's an individual that has so much history to do with our great city. My goodness, the history of Reverend J.D. Provo, I believe that's his name. There's, I guess this is Elder Walker. His stomach is not as big as, well, his hat seemed to fit on his head. The badge is fitting on. That's Elder Walker, who is a security person. And at that time, this was at the Med Center Bank. This was the autographing session for Behold the Walls. And Mom, you look good. I can hardly wait to take this and show this to you. Mom is signing the book, Behold the Walls, the Elder Walker. I bet he still has that book. But Brother Provo, what a historic picture it is. Individuals in history. If we could tell the story about what has happened to us, sit back. Don't relax, but get ready. Get that pencil ready. And those of you who are in the many different organizations out there, start preparing yourselves to be a part of the Freedom Fiesta. Great things will continue to happen as you continue to listen. Here, KTLV Live and in the streaming color. I want to remind everybody, but I say that for him. You're going to hear a lot more about that as we go along during the course of the day. But there will be just to kind of warn you, there will be a film crew coming to Oklahoma City, and they will be filming the NACP activities. They will be filming the activities here in Oklahoma City now. I will be bragging. We will be bragging on those special places or those special people like Gates Barbershop, located there at 2609 North Martin Luther King, where Phil is not continuing a tradition, but he's making a new tradition where we make people beautiful. I mean, even people that have a difficult time looking in the mirror, go by Gates Barbershop. Well, Phil will fix you up, and that crew up there, they'll make you just right. Then if you want to save some money, if you want the best in groceries, guess what? Hometown. They're at 23rd Martin Luther King. But let me talk with this caller on this line. How are you doing? Welcome on this joyful, this blessed, this beautiful day where we're going to find the cure for cancer. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Hi, Mr. Luper.
I'm totally fantastic.
Well, this is Lauren Carper and Lindsay Timms from Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
Girl, I just mentioned you earlier, and congratulations to you and your team for the for what you did. What did you do? I mean, I told them a little bit. I told the people a little bit about what your class did or what your committee did here in Oklahoma City. But you tell us what you young people from Broken Bow, Oklahoma did here in Oklahoma City.
We made a presentation board. It's a four-sided board that spins, and it was over the Oklahoma City sit-ins.
Yes.
And we was just telling about all the stuff that people had to go through and what was involved in the sit-ins and how it got started and how it was just kids that was doing the sit-ins and how much that made how that made it more of an impact on the community, seeing the kids out there as opposed to adults, and how much of a difference it made.
Okay, you made that poster board display. You made that revolving display.
Mhm.
And you put the presentation on here in the city. And what happened here in the competition? Or was it a competition here? What was going on?
Well, actually, it was State History Day, and we competed in with 20 boards or so, and we got into the final round, and we ended up getting second place, and so we're going to nationals in Washington, D.C. this June.
Oh, go, Laura. Laura, what's your last name? I messed it up earlier. What's your last name?
Lauren Carper.
Carper, okay, from Broken Bow.
And I'm Lindsay Timms.
Okay, and your teacher, did she fire you up to be a part of this program, or you kids just got together on it?
Definitely our teacher. She's a big supporter of National History Day. Her name's Miss Wanda Wood, and she really supports it.
Okay. Now, what are the dates that we're going? I say we, because if you, I feel like if you're going to Washington, D.C., a part of me is going. But what dates are you going to Washington, D.C. to represent our state?
Well, we leave June 14th from Tulsa, and we'll be up there till the 21st.
Okay. And what are we hoping to come out? Now, this will be a part of a national competition, or kind of fill me in?
Yeah, we go up there, and every state has 2 competitors in each event area, and we all come together and compete.
How did you? I don't understand why the young people from the Oklahoma City public school system didn't get in it. You wouldn't know that answer, but then you could tell me what motivated you over there in Broken Bow to compete in a State History Day competition.
Well, we were really interested in the fact that it was kids, and it was just so inspiring to see what a difference they made. And we learned so much by researching it, and we thought that other people should know about it too.
Okay, Laura. What can we do here on the Clara Luper Show while we're beautiful and live? Excuse me, and in beautiful living color. How can we help you get to Washington, D.C.? You know you're going to take our prayers with you. Is there anything else we can do to help you go?
Pretty much just cross your fingers and pray, and we'll be coming up there to see you about the 28th. And if anyone has any information about the sit-ins, if they were involved in the sit-ins and would like to do an interview with us, call us at 306.
You got to talk slow now. 306. 306 what?
7802. 580 area. And it's a 580 area code.
306-7802.
Or 306.
Okay. Who's that helping you in the background? Mrs. Woods?
Yeah, Miss Wood and Lindsay.
Okay. Hello. Good morning, Lindsay. Good morning, Mrs. Woods. You're live and you're in beautiful colors. About 200,000 people listening to you whisper your number. But we want to wish the very best for the Broken Bow school system, for the Broken Bow High School, that with the nickname the Savages. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we want to wish the Savages the very best in that national competition. We know that you have a good subject that you picked, and from what we've heard about the presentation that you made, it's something that all of us will be proud of. So pat yourself on the back and pay attention in that classroom and do whatever Mrs. Woods tells you to do, okay?
Okay.
All right. Love you dearly. Look forward to seeing you. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye, Miss Wood. Hey, you heard it. Now, these are young people who, even though they're not here in Oklahoma City, even though they were not initially directly affected by the civil rights movement, even though they didn't take that big step, they looked into the history that we have here in our great state. Man, there's some history here. Well, don't get into the Indian history, and the black history and the white history, and combine all that together. That's what makes it such a joy. And as so many people have said, when you go to a classroom, to a history classroom, the teacher can make a big difference. And I want to congratulate and compliment Mrs. Woods over in the Broken Bow public school system, where they too are concerned about what goes on in our great state. All righty. Well, I tell you, we can go on and on and on and on. And I'm looking at Elder Walker and Mom and Brother Provo, Reverend Provo. And I just wish that I could tell all of that story. But it's in Behold the Walls. You can read Behold the Walls. We have a new edition that will be coming out. We're in the process of reprinting that, but it will be coming out. But there is a copy there at the Ralph Ellison Library. Ralph Ellison. That's a special name in Black history. But Ralph Ellison Library is located at 23rd and Northeast Martin Luther King on the bus route. So if you think you're going to be spending all summer just laying around looking at the different movies and playing the different games on the TV, let me challenge you to go by Ralph Ellison's library. Spend a little time there in the library. Check out your history. Maybe you will hit on that magic cure that is needed in our history books, that cure that's needed in our medical books, and that special cure that is needed to make our community a much better place. I have 3 or 4 minutes here, and there's a thing going on that'll be going on, Lex. Something that this guy comes on after us here we'll be doing. Do you have a recording of that? Do you have that little promo? I don't know. What is it about? That's something that, what's his name? You know who I'm talking about out there. If you don't, you probably already have your ticket. But if you don't have your ticket, listen to this. We're going to give you some special instructions. Find the cure.
Oklahoma City, the Gospel Music Showcase radio show will be having a late night musical. That's all taking place on Friday night, May the 23rd, 2008 at the Holy United Church. Oklahoma City, they always say it happens after midnight, but this show actually starts at 10 p.m. So we want to see you face in the place. OKC special guests will include Sister Jolanda Harris, Sister Angela Thomas, Sister Shonda Graham, the Jesus Puppet Ministry, Sister Keisha Montgomery, and many, many more, including the Gospel Showcase singers. That's all taking place on Friday night, May the 23rd, 2008 at the Holy United Church, located at 1325 Northeast 50th, where the host pastors is Pastor Ricky Patton. Oklahoma City, we want to see your face in the place on that Friday night at 10 p.m. OKC, we'll see you there.
No, I was not invited. They could not pay the fee. But matter of fact, they didn't even ask to pay the fee for the weekend singers to show up at the late night musical. But then it's going to be something special. You know, we have talent. We have a tremendous amount of talent. We have to encourage it. This is one event that will be on the 23rd, 10 o'clock. Really not too many excuses why you shouldn't be there, but make sure you're there. There's some events going on this evening. There's some events going on Sunday. There's some events that will be going on where we can make our talent. We can encourage our young people, even our mellow citizens, our senior citizens. We can encourage them to do what has to do. So great things will happen. It's a short week, but let us make it a joy-filled week. We can make it joyful by being kind to someone. We can make it joyful by making a difference just in our block. Let's make a difference and let our neighbors know that we love them. Great things when we work together. Oklahoma City, we can do it. Eugene Ross, our prayers go out to you and your family right off in here now. And we know that you appreciate it. Those of you out there who are experiencing the health problems, our prayers are going out that everything will be better for you. But the best thing to do is keep your faith strong and stay motivated and stay dedicated and stay focused. Mom, we love you. Looking forward to you being back on there. KTLV 1220.
And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
Father, I need your help and a hand. Come on. Why do I lift my hands and worship? Need to know.
The Fairview Baptist Church Real Estate Ministry invites you to a real estate seminar every third Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The subject to discuss is real estate opportunities. The Fairview Baptist Church is located at 1900 Northeast 7th Street, sponsored by Madison Avenue Realty. Contact Shirley Manuel at 405-302-2080. That's 405-302-2080 for more information.